Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a hot minute since I've sat down and filmed a video like this. So as we all know, we're currently going through a pandemic and we cannot travel, we can travel, we cannot travel. Things keep changing just recently, and now the UK are in a complete lockdown, so I can't travel at all whatsoever. Pretty much just stuck in our own space, and apparently for the next few months. So yeah, I don't really know what to do when it comes to making travel videos, because if you have never watched my videos before, I normally make travel videos. This video is going to be a bit of a Q&A video. I thought to myself, I haven't done one in a long time, probably a whole year, so I thought I would send out a story and say, do you guys have any questions about me living in the UK or travel or anything like that? But yeah, this is kind of going to be like a little bit of an update video, a bit of a travel Q&A video, but I just thought I would give a little bit of an update. I've got a small little desk in our bedroom that's like my makeup counter, but I sometimes use it, so I've turned it around this way so that I can kind of face out the window and like look around the room. So yeah, I've been trying to be really good at getting organized with my YouTube channel so that I have content, because I don't want to be like going through this pandemic 3 months and not have any YouTube videos. So I need to be productive and do that. And then also I've been doing my Cambly online teaching, if you guys didn't know I do that. So there's a link below for that as well if you want to know more about that. I'm also going to be starting my own social media management business. It's the first time I've mentioned this on my channel or anything like that, because I'm just I haven't really started it yet and I don't really want to tell anyone, but I think the more people I tell, the more it'll make it real, and like, you know, I'll stick to it. Make sure I'll link it below as well. That should be launching very, very soon in the next few weeks. I've been like trying to focus on that. I think this video is probably going to be super long, but as I said, it's going to be a little update video. And also I just want to mention, I had corona right after Christmas and I had really, really mild symptoms. So I was okay, thank God, because obviously not everyone as lucky as me. Let's get into the Q&A. I hope you guys didn't mind that really long update. It's nice to have a little chat with you guys, because I've been getting a few more people commenting on my videos or messaging me saying, oh, I never normally comment, or I've been a long time follower but like I've never commented, or like, you know, it's my first time reaching out to you, I've always watched you, blah, blah, blah. So it's been really, really nice getting those messages and those comments from you guys. It's like really, it's just such a nice feeling to know that, wow, I've actually had people that have been watching me for a while now. Don't be silent. Tell me how you feel. Send me a message. Like, I love that, honestly. Got one from one girl here who said, when you decided that you want to move to UK. So I moved here in 2016, in October 2016, and I probably decided about a year or more, a little bit before that. I've done other videos on this. In the end, I decided to come here because when I went abroad, I came to visit my auntie in Manchester. I travelled around after that trip when I was 20, which was 2014. I just decided that I really wanted to see more of the world. You know, I wanted to experience something different besides Perth in Australia. I wanted to be able to travel more. I wanted more work opportunities. I just wanted to experience something different. My sister sent in, your account's so aesthetic. She's always going on to me about how can I make my photos look better, and she literally has 4,500 followers on Instagram and I have like not even 1,000. The next question is, my sister sent in again, well, after COVID, what country do you want to go to next? Now, I really don't know, because the thing is, once we're allowed to leave the UK, because at the moment I think we pretty much are on a travel ban, like we cannot leave unless it's for business, I think, or something like that. So as soon as they say we are allowed to leave, it really depends on what countries will let us in, or what countries need a test, or what countries, like what the requirements are. Because at the moment we've got this new variant that's going around, so there's a lot of countries that are banning people from the UK, because the plan is, and it always was, maybe like a year ago, was that I wanted to move around and travel and work online. So we're hoping that once we're allowed to leave, we'll be able to do that. So I'm thinking Mexico, because it's relatively cheap. At the moment, they don't have any requirements, and it's one of the few countries that don't have any requirements to get into. But I would really like to explore more of Central Asia and the Middle East. You know, I was meant to go to Pakistan last year, so I really want to go to Pakistan. I'm at that point where I had so many things on my bucket list, but now I'm just like, wherever we can go, we'll go. Like, I just want to be able to explore anywhere. Like, I'm happy to go anywhere as long as, you know, we can get in there quite easy because of COVID. So isn't that funny how things change because of corona? Like, Now I'm just like, you know what, I just want to explore anywhere, I don't even care. Next question, how many countries have you visited? And I actually have a list of where I have gone. I know a lot of people don't like it when, I don't know, they aren't about counting countries, but I like counting countries because I just think it's fun. It's just nice to be like, oh, I've been to this many places. Like, to me, that's like an accomplishment. It's not like I'm ticking places off just to tick off a list. I do actually genuinely go to places that I want to go to, and I'm not doing it for anyone else. I'm just doing it for myself. Let's go on my website. Okay, guys, if you didn't know, I have a website as well. I feel like I'm plugging everything today. No, it's 28. Okay, so I'm 2 away from 30. I would like to, by the end of this year, get to 40. I'd like to explore, you know, at least 10 more, 12 more new countries, but I feel like at the moment it's probably not going to be possible because of Corona. Like I said, I'd rather just be able to go places that I can actually just go to. Like my sister also asked, what's your biggest goal? And I just think that's just so vague. It's such a vague question because I have so many different goals for different things, like personal, career-wise, travel-wise. Don't have one particular big goal, but I think when it comes down to all those goals, the end goal is just to be happy. And I think, like, if you're doing all these things that are within your goals, you have them as your goal because you want to be happy. So I think as long as I'm doing these things because I want to do them and they're making me happy, then that's all that matters. You know, some of my goals would be, like I said, I want to go and travel. I haven't been able to travel like properly long term before. Like, I've only ever done small trips, so that's something I really want to do, and I've wanted to do it for the longest time. So I definitely want to do that, and also be able to make it sustainable and work online. I don't want to have to rely on a, you know, a job that's like keeps me in one place. I want to be able to move around. Like, that's why I also wanted to start this social media management business, because I actually genuinely enjoy, you know, doing my own social media. So another main reason why I would love to go traveling is because I want to be able to create lots of YouTube videos, and I want to be able to make them all the time. So to be able to go traveling and see different places all the time and experience them for myself, because I want to do that, but then to be able to also create lots of videos on the road through all these different countries because I want to grow my channel, that would be like the ultimate goal, because that's what I want to do. But obviously at the moment YouTube doesn't really make me much money, so I need other things. I hope you guys are enjoying this really chatty video. I think it's because I don't speak to many people these days. I feel like I need to have a little break because I'm talking so much. Do people notice that you have an Australian accent? My sister says, you sound so English to me. Now, she thinks I sound so English, but the thing is that I just don't sound as Australian as people who live in Australia, obviously. I've lived here for over 4 years, but it's still definitely Australian. Like, there are a few words and a few phrases I'll say that I might sound a bit more English. I don't think I sound English, it's just that I've lost my accent, like it's not as strong. And also people who comment on my videos saying I have lost my Australian accent, it's also annoying because I'm like, you know, not every Australian has a super broad accent anyway. We don't all sound like Crocodile Dundee. There are a few people that do, but most of us don't really have an accent that's that strong. You can actually go back and watch my very first videos that I still have on here. I have privated quite a few. And you can tell my accent is a little bit stronger, but I don't have a super broad Aussie accent.
Oh, that's like crab. Yeah, crab and cucumber and stuff sounds really good. Or 8-piece. Oh, it's sushi. I don't want sushi.
Yeah, it's sushi.
No. I thought it was like a bun. I think we both got burnt.
Yes, we did.
Sitting outside.
One arm.
That's what happens when you sit outside in Australia. You get burnt straight away. Because the sun's
to a crisp. Oh,
the sun's really.
Oh yeah, turning here.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, the sun's really harsh here, so you'll get burnt like that. You didn't look at me.
I can't anyway see your eyes, so we're both having a bad day.
And also something I will say is that over time, not over time, but like even when I first got here, you tend to change the way you say things so that people will be able to understand you. If I walked around and slurred my words like I normally naturally would with my Australian accent, people wouldn't know what I was saying. And I know it sounds quite extreme and an exaggeration, but it's not. Like, you just notice, like, you'll say certain things a certain way. Like, a good example is water. like I say it like water because people understand me, whereas if I said it like water, it's like you train yourself to say things in a certain way so that you'll be understood and so that you fit in. Everyone here that I ever meet are like, you're Australian. Like they know that I sound different. They don't think I sound English or British. Or my sisters also said, start a goddamn TikTok in capital letters. Like everyone else, I was watching it at the very beginning of lockdown. And you know what? Some of the stuff is actually really, really good and really, really funny. And it actually would put me in a good mood. Like I really enjoyed watching it. It just took over my life and it's addictive. And that's the whole point, so that you stay on the app. I feel like nowadays there's a pressure to be involved in everything. And I just thought to myself, no, I'm not gonna be pressured to get on another app and make more content and more different content for this other app. Have you ever thought about living in a different country? And yes, I have. I have actually thought about this for quite a long time. Probably about a year and a half ago, I was getting to the point where I was like, I'm ready to go somewhere different. I'm ready for a new adventure, either go travel or move abroad and live in a different country. My visa does end in June, so I also need to think about what to do with that. I think I need to contact the government because I need to ask for them to extend it a little bit. You know, if you guys didn't know, when you get to Australia, you have to pay 3,000 Australian dollars to quarantine, and also you need a test to go there now. So there's also that. There's a lot of factors that are coming into it, so I don't know what we're doing at the moment. Next question is, do you ever get scared visiting a new country when you don't know where anything is? Quite an independent person, and I'd already obviously done a big move on my own from Australia to the UK. I just think I've got a lot more confidence in myself nowadays, and I just trust myself. I just think, you know, if you get somewhere and you're scared because you don't want to know where anything is, we're so lucky nowadays we have the internet. You know, you just look at things online, Google Maps, Google stuff, read blog posts, be a little bit prepared before you go, and then also just like that's the great thing about staying in hostels is that you can meet other travelers. You know, you go and hang out with other travelers most of the time. You're not on your own a lot. You can ask them for advice. You ask people in the hostel. You know, there's ways around it. You just ask people for help, and most of the time, even locals in the street will be really helpful, or in the cafe. So no, long story short, I don't really ever feel that scared. Maybe because I'm quite a social, chatty person, I find it quite easy just to ask people or make friends. So yeah, we are looking to move, or was before COVID stopped us. So I have a few. What? Oh, this person, Easty Fam, has a few questions. I think that's what they were trying. I don't know if it's a girl or boy. Price of living in the UK. Okay, it's such a broad question because it's so different everywhere in the UK, especially London. That's going to be the most expensive. I would actually really like to do, that's a good idea for a new video. I'll have to note that down. I would like to do a cost of living in Manchester. Where are you located that it is snowing? Looks beautiful. How are you doing during lockdown? That picture I showed when I asked you guys for questions, it was just in Manchester a few days ago when it was snowing. So yeah, we had quite a lot of snow. I made a snowman for the very first time in my life, and it was quite fun. How are you doing during lockdown? At the moment, I'm feeling good. It's like, I think it's the same with everyone. You go through so many ups and downs. I am feeling a lot better now that I've got this new social media management business venture going along, because I'm really excited to get that up and running. I think this will be good these next few months to really focus on that. How is everyone else feeling during lockdown? I really want to hear. I assume that everyone will probably be the same, like 1 minute really inspired and thinking like, it's okay, I can't help it, and then the next minute you're like Georgina, my friend Georgina, oh, I don't even call her Georgina, I don't even know why I'm saying that. My friend G, we call her G, she said UK bestie and then put S plural in brackets. I'm not going to answer that because we don't have favourites around here. She's also asked another question, but I'm not going to say it on this because it's just not appropriate. Then she's asked another question. Do you ever get scared or worried travelling on your own? Which is quite similar to what my sister said before. And like I said, no. You know, at times it's a little bit worrying sometimes if you get a bit lost, but you always find your way. And hopefully, maybe that's another video we'll do, I think, more about focusing on solo travel and like what I do and how I cope with certain situations and blah blah. Okay, next question from my friend Lauren. Absolute favourite meal you've had since you left Oz? Oh, there's so many, I can't choose. As you guys might know, I am a bit of a foodie, so I like all foods and I've eaten loads of great food. Maybe I need to put on the screen now a few snippets of some of my favourite travels and food, because I literally can't, I couldn't choose one. That's also what I'm saying, is that I can't choose one. Poke a hole. Oh my god, so messy. Poke the hole. For my friend Rachel that I work with, She's got a question, what British foods could you not live without, or if you had to move? Oh, this is a hard one because a lot of our traditional like meals at home in Australia is the same as the UK. I think definitely maybe like a roast dinner, but we do have that in the UK. I think it is more of a, obviously it's more of a thing in the UK. What I would miss is being able to go into a pub on a Sunday and having that, whereas you don't really have that in Australia as much. I think I would miss that whole atmosphere of like going to the pub after a long country walk and it's a cold day and you get inside and it's all cozy and warm and you've got the fire going and everyone's like merry because everyone's having a drink and it's like dark outside. Probably like December time, that whole time, the whole December month of like Christmas festivities. I think I wouldn't know what I miss until I left. Oh, I know. One of my favourite sweets here in the UK, or lollies, is Percy Pigs, and I absolutely love them from M&S. If I went to M&S to get my food shop, I would be getting them every single time. But we do just go to Tesco, so yeah. Okay, third last question from my friend Lily. I have lots of friends, I've realised. Where is your favourite place you've ever been? I'm one of those people that I can't make decisions. I can't decide, like I can't be like, yeah, that's my favourite place, because I like so many different things for so many different reasons, and I think depending on like how old you were and like what experience you had in those countries or those places or who you were with really changes your perception on like what you thought about that place, if you know what I mean. Like for example, I think one of the funnest holidays I've ever been on, like when I went on that river cruise with my auntie around Europe, we just had such a good time because of all the people we met on the cruise ship. Like I'd need to pick what was your favorite like holiday over what was your favorite place. And also when I went to Sri Lanka, because I went with my ex-boyfriend who his family's from there, so we went around for 3 weeks and it was really good because it was like also with locals. And same when I went to India with my friend Shreya because she's Indian, so it was such a good experience because she's from there. I definitely think my favourite places, Italy, definitely because I've been there the most. I think I've been there like 3 times compared to all other places I've ever been. It has good food, it has amazing scenery, the people are beautiful. You know, beautiful, I mean like they're beautiful inside and out, like they're just so friendly. I also loved Vietnam for the people as well, and just the food is amazing. What's another favourite place I've been? Iceland. Actually, to be honest, whenever someone does ask me what's your favourite place, I would probably say Iceland, but I do have a top few. Iceland because it's like nowhere I've ever been and it's just so serene. Like it's just one of those places where it's just incredible. Like you have to go there and experience it. I've never experienced somewhere like that. Like it's just so different to anywhere I've been when it comes to like the landscape and just the feeling of it when you're there. Like it just feels so different. Like it's just like no one around. I also love England as well. Like I've explored quite a lot of England and I just find it so beautiful here. England and Wales. Okay, next question. Favourite place to visit in the UK? The Lake District for sure. If I'm suggesting that you were to come here, and these are the places I would suggest. So my favourite place would be like the Lake District, Manchester as a city, London, it is a great city. And I think North Wales definitely is one of my favourite places, like because Joel's parents have a caravan there, so I've been there loads of times. And I've just explored so much of North Wales and we've just been on so many different walks and stuff, so I've really loved that region. Just anywhere that's got like beautiful scenery, I'm there. Like I'm all about, I've noticed nowadays, that's what I really love when it comes to traveling. I want to go somewhere that's got beautiful, pretty scenery, like lakes, mountains, grass. I love it all. And I'm obsessed with like anything really beautiful and green, because in Australia, I've grown up around dry, dusty, dead. The landscape in Australia is so different to like places in Europe and England and stuff. So I just love anything that's beautiful and green.
Paddocks there.
Oh, we're struggling to get up the hill. Oh. So last question is, it's got 3 questions. Emma sent me favourite destination. I think I've already covered that, so we can move on to the next one, guys, because I'm going to be talking way too much. Scariest moment as a solo traveller, and what do you always pack? Okay, I haven't ever had a scary moment as a solo traveller because I've only been on 2 trips and I luckily have never had really a scary moment. When I think back, I'm trying to think back to times where maybe I felt threatened or whatever, but I can't really think of any, so I don't think there was any, because I think it would really stand out if I felt really unsafe. And in all the times of my travels, I don't think I've ever really felt properly unsafe. I mean, there's probably been some times where I felt a little bit vulnerable, but not to the point where, you know, I was truly unsafe. But I did actually mention this in one of my other videos. One that I can think of that's not to do with solo traveling was when we were on that safari in Sri Lanka and an elephant came up right up next to the car, and I remember just like stopping and being like paralyzed with fear. And it sounds so stupid, but they were like, be careful with the elephants because the males can like, you know, knock the cars and stuff. My boyfriend at the time, he was like, take a picture, Lauren, take a picture of the elephant. And I was like, oh, I'm too scared, I don't want to make a noise. So that was a time when I actually genuinely was like, oh my god, this is terrifying. It's an elephant, literally. He was like this, like obviously I was on the end of the thing and it's all open, these jeeps. He was like here, like there. If you ever do feel uncomfortable in a situation, just get yourself out of it. Like, trust your gut instinct and remove yourself from the situation, because there's no point staying in a situation where you feel uncomfortable, because who are you doing that for? Like, you're not doing that for anyone. So always listen to your gut and be intuitive with your body and listen to your body. Okay, what do you always pack? I feel like I haven't been anywhere in such a long time that I'm like, oh my god, what do I even pack? A tote bag. Just a plain tote bag is really good for if you do want to take a few more things with you. You go into the beach, and then also for dirty washing. To carry the dirty washing, maybe you have to go to the washing machine, or you have to go down the street to a laundromat. And also a tote bag's really good if you're in a hostel and your bathroom is in a different room, or even if it's in your room, you know, you've got these little bits and pieces that you need to take. So when you're carrying them to the bathroom, you're like trying to hold everything, or you need a pair of clothes to change into, because in a dorm you're like obviously sharing it, so you kind of just want to get dressed in your shower. Maybe you're gonna take all these different things. So a tote bag, I just chuck it all in my tote bag and carry it to the room. So a tote bag is always so versatile and so good to have. Just a real cheap, crappy one that you don't care about getting a bit mucky and wet maybe. Always take my Kindle whenever I go anywhere, because I read all the time, and if you don't have a Kindle yet and you're a big reader, you need to get one. Even if you're not someone who travels, a Kindle has literally changed my life. I have read so many books because of that. As soon as you finish the first one, you can just buy another one straight away. You don't have to worry about going to the shops, ordering it online. It's also a lot cheaper to buy it on the Kindle, and it's so much lighter in your hand that when you're like eating dinner or doing stuff, you can easily hold it or just prop it there. Whereas a book is so much harder, heavier, a lot more awkward to travel with. Yeah, if we're talking about necessities, obviously I always travel with a camera because I'm a YouTuber, vlogger, like to take lots of pictures. You have to do a video on that as well. Okay, I think I've spoken way too much, guys. Please let me know if you made it to the end of this video, because I feel like, I hope I didn't waste all this time talking to everyone and no one's gonna watch this video to the very end. I want you to put an emoji of, you know, the girl that's in the red dress, like the flamenco dancer, and she's like this. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed watching this, and also don't forget to comment. Like I said, I like it when you guys comment, tell me that you've been watching, because it obviously means so much to me. Make sure you go and check out the stuff I've mentioned in the video. All the links will be below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!